to talk to you a little bit at halftime, but from what you told me about the first half to the second half, where did you feel like you guys improved and were able to close it out? I know they made it close there at the end, but what do you think kept you guys in the win column?
I think we got a little complacent. I think we did the same thing that we did in the first half. We got out to a good start, capitalized on their mistakes, but we have to understand too, the past couple teams that we've played have been desperate at the end of games, and that desperation can turn into easy points, which it did for them. We went into, kind of setting our own pace to end the game, to having, when Jeremy Grant made that three or somebody made three on the right hand wing, it was like a look of like we had an oh shit moment. We can't have those moments in the fourth quarter against a team that is missing a few guys. Our ability to finish games is going to be a big determining factor of how we end the season.
Did you like the pace overall, though, of the offense for the most part? I mean, guys knocking down threes. Coach mentioned 30 assists tonight, sharing the basketball, all of that.
Yeah, no, we definitely can score. That's one thing that we found that we could do in a short amount of time. I think our offensive efficiency just needs to be cleaned up. We was able to shoot it from a really good clip tonight. I think almost 50% from three and almost 50% from the field. It's just our execution has to be a little bit crisper. We have to continue to give space for Trey, continue to get downhill. They got in the bonus kind of early. We're usually the team that tries to get in the bonus first. But we know that we can score. We have one of the best scorers in the league. Our thing is going to have to be defense. We have to stop teams from scoring. We gave up a lot of drive. Between Josh Jackson and Grant, I think they had about 27 apiece. And we're talking about a matchup between Kyrie and Kevin Durant our next game. So defense is going to be our calling card. We have to kind of hang our hats on defense.
Thank you.
Sarah Spencer.
What was it like to see Rondo have such a strong debut? I know it was his debut, but it seemed like he clicked pretty well.
Yeah, I mean, that's who he is. He's a pro in every sense of the word. He's a champ. He just came off of winning the championship. So he's prepared. This is nothing new to him. Probably coming into camp, he probably knew more about how we wanted to play and what we wanted to accomplish more than any of the players on the roster. But that's the reason why he's here. He brings that professionalism, and guys love playing with him. I kind of look at it like I know I'm going to make a three when he's out there on the court because he's going to find me, and he knows where to get guys involved. JC, he even found JC on a couple duck-in plays to get him to the line. And that's great for the guys. It's great to get easy ones. We don't want to be a team that just wants to make tough plays, all through the game. He makes the game a lot easier for everybody.
Rhea Janelle.
Hey, Solomon, great game tonight. Quick question for you, kind of a fun question. As you get ready to close out this year in 2020, new team, new city, talk about, or can you share with us one of your personal goals and one of your professional goals that you'd like to accomplish this season?
One of my personal goals would just, do more off the court as far as remember one of my old teammates, Andre Iguodala, he had retweeted free online classes, like college courses that were available to the general public. I definitely want to dabble more in that. And then on the court, it's just, to get back to the promised land. You want to be a team that competes, throughout the season. No, I don't want to be a team that after 72, you're planning your vacation. That feeling of being in the finals, it ignites something. It ignites the athlete in you, the competitor in you, because there's a lot of guys that never get to that point. It's a lot of guys that haven't gotten to the playoffs. And I just want to give that feeling to the guys, the young guys, and kind of get them going and motivating, because being that last game in the NBA is one of the best feelings in the world. And competing for it all is one of the best feelings in the world. And that's what I'm trying to help curve that and get us back as far as we possibly can.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.
Our final question will come from Andy.
Hi, Solomon. Also, props on the game, by the way. Wanted to ask you actually how comforting it is for all of you guys when the ball is always held by two guys who obviously take care of the ball really well in either Trey or Rajon. I mean, does it make just the game easier for you guys playing it? And how do you feel in this case?
Yeah, for sure. And I think for everybody else, it's kind of just picking your spots. picking where you're going to get your shots, knowing where you're going to get your shots, and just accepting. Between there's a big difference between Trey and Rondo as far as I mean, Rondo looked kind of tried to be Trey tonight. He had a couple big threes for us, but those guys kind of set the tone, and we have to keep believing in them and put ourselves in the best position possible to help them. And it works. It's working for us. Like I said, we are a really good offensive team, and we have two good point guards that deliver, not just offensively, but they get guys involved in ways that some guys aren't used to. I think a lot of our young guys are used to kind of getting it by themselves. And we will learn, this is early in the season, but hopefully the comfortability between everybody and those two guards only grows.
Thank you, Solomon.